as long as I can remember, I've always been kind of an artist. I've always made art and enjoyed being around art. My work seems to have kind of a flow and a rhythm to it. So I like to be inspired by various music, instruments, the shapes of instruments, people playing music, and just people in general are my main subject matter. I want to do kind of a structural piece, a installation type of artwork. I immediately thought of books because of the education component of osteopathic medicine. So I came up with this bookshelf idea. But I didn't want to create a big old bookshelf. I found books. I went to a place and found some books, and I cut them in half and then created this bookshelf. I was really inspired to do that, but my thoughts didn't go much beyond that. So then I really started to struggle. What else do I include on this bookshelf? And so what I did was just kind of think of the beginnings of medicine as a whole. And I started from plants, healing plants, going to the earth and finding plants that heal. So in the base of the picture, I started off with foliage and plants coming like from the ground up. As I researched more, I noticed the spine was a big part of osteopathic healing. So I wanted to include a spine in there. So I had this woman who was kind of, manipulating her back. As I was painting it, it looked like the spine looked like piano keys. So I thought, well, music is part of healing and part of a holistic approach to well-being. So I put notes around the spine and around the back, kind of like she was playing a piano. She was playing this piano, but it's really the spine. And so moving up, from there, I just incorporated pouring DNA into this woman, doing what she is supposed to be doing in her life. It's kind of ingrained in her to be like a healer. So I had Sekou, the minister, singing, and he's holding a microphone, and it looks like he's either preaching or he's singing. So and his hair is kind of flowing. He has all that hair, so it's kind of flowing. As I moved up through the mural, I wanted to include the speakers that are current and speakers that are from the past. Angela Davis and C.T. Vivian, Joseph Lowry, and John Lewis, and they're up above them as former presenters at this event. And so I have Dr. Ross, who's well known in this area and well loved. So I have her portrait in there, and also along with Dr. Leday. And then up above them, I have past speakers. I have Harry Belafonte, and I have Mae Jameson, and I also have Cornel West. And because it's a bookshelf and kind of like a medical bookshelf, I have some medical bottles in there. And on the books, I have words that go along with osteopathic medicine, like healing and health, spine and mental health. So there's various words throughout that I stuck on the spine of the books that kind of go along with the spine of the backbone of education. These books are the spine of education. So it kind of all flows from there. And of course I have other symbolisms like the stethoscope flowing throughout there, creating kind of a movement throughout. All of this has to do with holistic well-being. And so I was glad that I was able to incorporate an osteopathic pathway to wellness and wholeness, along with the educators that are involved in educating the future doctors and healers and people who will take care of folks. That's why I have the books in there, and their words are shared, in these books. That creates the legacy, starting with the holistic part and going all the way through the education and carrying it on forward to the future doctors and healers. My first note is enjoy the piece for the colors and the visual effect of it, and then kind of explore all the things that are happening in there. And that's what I hope they get, if they see something that kind of sparks their thoughts. For instance, someone was looking at it and they related the spine of the back to the spine of the books. And that's kind of what I want people to do, is kind of see things that I might not see in there.